Hi, this is Kelly from Connection Keeping, and I wanted to give you a little tutorial on how I use the Ketchup templates. I made these originally for me. I am keeping pretty up to date in my 2025 family yearbook, but I am on still like February on my 2024, and I was like, I need to streamline my process. So I've created these two. These are the type of templates I've been using for my 2024. They were one of my yearbook template sections. And so I want to show you. So here's the second one. These are the two that you'd get. And I think if you get them all on sale, they're under $2. So, well, except that just remember at Sweet Shop Designs, you have to spend at least $5. So they're a good add-on if you're getting something else. And there's a lot of great kits coming out today. And so let's see. So um, these are the two that I created for like it's kind of like 1 week that you could get done. So you could put a week page in here or all different things. And I just wanted to show you how I did this. So I want to show you how quick it is because it could be like a regular template and you just put all stuff in wherever the thing is, but I made it so that it was color oriented because if you've been doing the black and white series for the monthly things, then you could just change the colors and it goes really quick. So the first thing, so I wanted to show you there's TIFF and then this is the PSD. So if you see the PSD, it comes with this layer. You want to delete that. Let's see, delete it because you just do it because for some reason the PSD is super big and the TIFF file is small. So I want to show you on both that you still get the same functionality and everything. So I would even suggest using the TIFF file. But if you end up doing something, I think too with like blending modes, there could be a chance that the TIFF doesn't work as well as the PSD. But you can definitely give it a try. The great thing about a TIFF is it works in more programs, so that's always an option. Okay, so first thing I always say to do with your templates is save as something else completely. We'll say video 2, and okay. You always want to save your TIFF at like the highest level, and it'll do the compressing. And then we'll save as video 2. Only because if you don't save it, you can always go over it and you don't want to mess up your download. So I'm a big fan of like getting into the habit of saving. And so the first thing I'm going to do is just real quick throw in pictures for all of these. So I'm going to put a picture there, but I don't know if you've ever seen, I make these like like you can call them stamps or whatnot, or cards. I do them every year. So you could just put something like that there and we can do some other stuff I'll show you. But for this episode, for this example, I'm going to actually use a picture instead. Okay, so first thing to do is, another thing you can notice is there's a lot of picture spots. I have 4 kids, and so I usually do 4 pages, and when I'll do 4 pages and I fill them up pretty great. So what I did is I just made more, like usually there's not this many pictures I would use on a page. And so, but it would still be pretty full. So now I put extras so that I can make every layout just 2 pages instead of 4 to help catch up on my project. So this is good if you like use Project Life or if you use Pocket Scrapbooking or even if you're a traditional scrapbooker, but you have like an event or something that has a lot of pictures, these are great to use. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put my pictures in. Okay, so let's see. So you just click on it, a left click on and it'll say clip photo paper here, and I will put them in. And to clip it, you press Alt and hold down the left for Photoshop. And I'm not quite sure what it is, maybe something with the G in Photoshop Elements, but I'm sure you clip all the time in Photoshop Elements. It's a little dark. So if you ever have a picture come in, here, let me do this one. Let's see. Oh, I put the wrong one in. So say you pick this one, and do this. There we go. You see if the picture is a little bit dark, you can do Control L, and it gives you levels. And if you just use the middle one, not the edges, I mean you can, but I feel like if you do that, if you do use the edges, mostly you just want to bring in a little bit, and There you go. It makes the picture better. So here, let's see. We'll put this one of my husband and my dog. Oops. Click. Make sure it's on clip photo here. And they're all named. Here we go. They're all named like this is top 1, top 2, top 3, this is middle 1, middle 2, middle 3, middle 4. So you should be able to like just look on the side and be able to find everything. All right, let's put this one in. And this one. My kids don't really enjoy having their face. It's like the bane of my existence as a scrapbook designer is to put it like this. Yeah, let's go here. Oh no. I didn't realize that picture was. And here. So this one I'm actually going to get rid of the picture and put, I'm doing this real time and you might be like, this is slow and annoying. Why are you doing this? But the reason I'm doing it is so that you can see how quick it is once you get everything going. Like I'm going to scrapbook the whole thing. I haven't even made a page before. I had the pictures over because I had to put the hearts on them, but literally that's all I had picked is the picture. So everything else we're going to do is going to be pretty much like real time. So we'll do this one. Here we go. This is my, this week in 2024 was the week, it says I can't transform it because, let's see, regress. When in doubt, I convert something to a smart object and then I rasterize it. No, huh. This might be one of those things where because of the tip, oh, I know why. Because I have a selection up here. See, sometimes it's the easiest thing. So this week that I have the pictures are from is from the week when I first became a designer at Sweet Shop Designs. And so it's very exciting for me. And I tried to take some screenshots. When I saw my slide on the top, I literally giggled out loud. I was so excited. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is in, okay, so now we're going to go and show you how quick it all works. Okay, so we'll close the pictures. Okay, so this is going to be February, and I'm going to use my black and white February kit, and I want to show you how quick it changes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place a picture. You can leave it white. Oh, you know what actually I want to do? So this is the matte color. I'm going to change the matte color to a light gray because I'm going to be using a lot of pink and white and black, and I like the way the light gray because I think sometimes, you know, you'll see in real scrapbooking, like when someone does Project Life, like real, they sometimes use gray to mimic that because it's kind of that plastic put together. I don't know. Just a thought. Okay, so here I'm going to pick and go and use this one in behind. The way I do it for my scrapbooks is well, when I did it for my 2024, when I first started, which I'm going to change, is I would do one page, like background page, for the whole month. But now what I do is I do the same color scheme. So I'll do like all pink or all blue or something so that you still know it's the month of February, but you don't have to worry about any of that. Okay, so here, this is what we're going to go at. So you need to know you can collect this to get the pink. You're going to click here so you can see the different colors. This is a pink. So I'm going to use those to change my paper colors. So you literally can go here. We'll make this one, let's do this one. There we go. And that is the matte color. So let's change this paper. You double left click and then you pick a color. So I'll do that. And then we go to this one. Double click, pick a color. Double click. Maybe this one we could do like a darker pink. This one I think I'm going to end up putting a paper there. Well, maybe I'll just make it pink. And then here. Okay. So Honestly, like if you look at it, it could even be a paper now if you just, I mean, it could be done. You could just change the word strips and really and put something here and it's all done. So then what I'm going to do next is every time if you buy the bundle of these things, you can get the it comes with word strips, and so they already match. And so if you want, you can get rid of that. And I'll put the word, add a, a like a little bit there, and you're good. Now, if you want to change and do it like a traditional one, you could put a paper here. Like say this one, we wanted to add a paper. So I would just go to papers. Here, you can see. These are all the, well, there's more. And so I might do something like, oh, this is because I was so excited. When you are putting a paper into the boxes of pocket scrapbooking, sometimes the pattern is large because it's used to being a 12 by 12, but you're really only putting it in this 3 by 4 spot. So I'll make it smaller, and then and you go to layers, and you just gotta make sure you clip it to the right layer, and you can tell it's the right layer because it's highlighted. And I hold down Alt, and I clip it. And so here is where I would write all about this. Here's where I'd write. And then now if I look, oh, you know what? I actually think, here, I can use this for the week numbers. It was week number 09. Okay. Oops. So if you go here, and it says week 9, you see over here how they're all linked? That is one thing that stinks. If you right click and you go up here, you see how it says unlink layers? So I'm going to unlink the layers. The other thing you can do is you go to layer, and if you go down to unlink layers, you can do that too. So then it unlinks them so I can change them, and the reason I'm doing that is I'm just going to make this smaller. And I'm going to take this and do like a little paper behind it. So if I didn't want to do the paper, I could change the color of it, but I actually want the paper instead. All right. I think this is a little bit stilted, and I apologize, mostly only because I was like, a lot of times I'll have an idea of what I want the page to look like, and I'll like put some stuff on like a side over here to like pull things over. This is me literally just doing it as we go. So I'm opening the elements, and I'm just going to look to see what we need. So like here's the bracket. I could change the bracket color and make it pink. That's cute. Or make it black. You know, that's cute. It sticks up. But I think what I want to do is delete it completely and put in one of the brackets that I have in my, you see I have this black bracket right here. So I might put that in instead. So you can still real quick still personalize it, but it's going to be done quickly and you're done. And so like I just feel like it's been helping me, and I really do hope it helps you, but it's really been helping me get my scrapbook pages done because I really wasn't in a great place to have it all done. So I'm going to just get rid of this, and I'll put that there. And I could say this is done, or let me see if this kit has a good frame that could work over there. So it kind of shows you where you could do the elements, which is nice for, let's just do this one. Let's see if this works. And you can just adjust it. I'm like the queen of wanting to always put it on an angle. I don't know why, and I know some people don't love it, but I can leave this here, and then I can put, here, let's put another, we can move this personalized word strip over here. We can move the stitches. We'll write. So it's all Times New Roman on there just because I wanted to make sure everyone would have it. Kirsten at One District. So you can use these to make your own personal, that happens to me a lot. Like I want a word or like a journaling spot, but just a little one, like a label. And so sometimes it's hard. So I put a couple of those in, and you can move them around. So this one, right now it's all linked. So you can move it around anywhere, and then you can change it. So if I do that here, Here, I could put this, and then I want to change this color. We'll put it pink, and I'll say, every day he runs from the bus stop. My son's not like he's not a huge fan of running, which I always think it's funny because he always runs home right from the bus. And you can just take these staples and move. This is another thing, like a lot of, like you'll get that bracket, you'll get this pocket, it has stitches. Like these templates themselves come with a lot of fun things. So that works out. So this page could be totally done. I was thinking, let's see. Let's put a little, let's see here. Let me put this here. And let's see if we can find a good word strip, word bit. I'm curious. Feel free to comment below. Or do you prefer to say word strip or word bit? And I think we're gonna do their special moment, family time, season of love. We've totally got this. Way too cute. He is way too cute. But my fave peep, this sweet moment captured. That one's kind of nice. But I like this one that says we did this today because it was literally like an all-day event and it took up like getting it underneath our lockers for school was not an easy task. And so here, ta-da. And so the page is done. If you don't like the colors, you can literally go and add papers just like a regular thing. It's nice to just have the colors so that you didn't have to go through the steps of trying to figure it out. Or if you had a fun paper, right, and say, you know, you use this paper here. So because it's the black and white February, like everything's black, white, or pink, so it wouldn't matter as much. But say you use, you know what, I'm a huge fan of Alison Pennington's like color schemes. Like her ability to pick a color palette is like chef's kiss. So, but like they're unique colors, and so you can always use and add a solid, but this is really easy. Like I can go here and say I wanted to pick this black. I can go right here and then I could change this to that black and it would coordinate right away. Or like say this picture had a specific color that was important. Like say I wanted to use the blue of the locker. I can go to this paper, or say I wanted to do this paper, left click on it, and I can pick the blue and it would automatically match with the locker. It doesn't match with my whole little thing there, but so, and then that's it. And I know it seems like, oh, that seems like it took you a long time, Kelly. It, like, as I'm talking about it takes a long time. Oh, one thing I forgot to change. Here's color up here, and I just make it pink. Or you can even, like, change it with a paper. Or you can, I like it just to have different things. Or you can write, like, stuff. You can get rid of this and just write stuff up there. Or you could put the week number. Or if you close the thing, I'd have to move the picture up. But like I can get rid of it completely. So these are little things that you can change. Like you can move stuff around. If you don't unlink, then it's so easy. You can move these around and still change the type, still change the color. Like this one, we could change it to any color. All of that stuff is still available to do. And so I hope that this helps people catch up with their project life. Like that's the goal. So this one was the video TIFF. So let me just save. All right, and you see how like that's taking a while. All the TIFFs fit together in one file. The PSDs were like, I want to be like 150 megabytes, so they're big. So I apologize ahead of time. But if you don't care and you don't use PSDs and you use TIFFs, like you don't even have to download them and have them mess you up. So you'll have this is also the PNGs for people that use. Here, oh, I can't open it there because it's just one file open. I want to open the next one. So these are the PNGs. So if you are someone that uses untrimmed PNGs, they have that there. And then there's the PSD that we just used. Oh, no, we used the TIFF. So that was the TIFF we just used there in this file, the TIFFs. And now I'm going to use the second PSD, and I'm open it. And remember that it will have this, and you delete this layer first. Yes, and then File, Save As, and you can do, let me save it, video 2. Okay, these colors are for the August month, and the other one is for the September month, those blues. So if you actually use this for, like if I use this for August and had August pictures in it, it would be amazing because it would be all set. So, but I'm going to change this month, just click it, and this is going to be February. And I'm going to change this to pink. And I'm going to put the same, which one do we use? We use this one, behind. And now I'll put pictures in, and I'll change the colors. Okay, so let's see how quickly we can do this. Here we go. I don't know how you guys are, but my youngest is really like the only one that really enjoys me taking pictures anymore. And so in this one, it looks like he's saying don't take his picture, but really what he's saying is shh, be quiet, because he wanted to scare his brother and sister who were playing lacrosse in the backyard. And this is my son after he runs from the, alright, so we want to get rid of the effects. After he runs from the bus stop, he always has to like attack our dog, who in the picture looks like she's not loving it, but she doesn't usually mind. Alright, and so these are all linked again, so I'm going to move it. Here we go. I'm going to move it down. And let's change the color to pink. So for this one, I was trying something new. If we go here to the color change, if you see, I actually put like this like little stripes. It's a blending mode of soft light, so it looks like it's patterned paper underneath. I also tried that up here with this little grunge, and I don't know, I would love to hear what you think about these. Like, I plan on making more because this is me just changing all the colors because I am going to use them. But it's totally like, what do you think? How do you think it works? Oh, like even this little dot, bam, and bam. So you have, oh, let me change the paint, and over here, bam. So even these elements are all changed, and like it's already practically done. This one totally shouldn't be black because it's right next to the black. We'll make this one black. And oh, you see these sequins? You can change the color of the sequins. Oh, I love that. There's something special about pink and black. And so, bam. So let me finish putting, I am a person that is easily distracted. I don't know if anyone else out there is also. I get so excited when I'm doing something, and then I'm like, oh wait, what was I doing? And I just get distracted. So I just want you to know I appreciate you bearing with me in this, and I do hope it's helpful. Here's my son and my daughter playing lacrosse in the backyard, which is when he wanted to go scare them. This is my son in February. You see how we're all wearing jackets, and he is wearing a short sleeve shirt. Anybody else have a teenager that feels the need to do that? Okay. And this last one, my younger son has like he loves to collect keychains. He's got a whole bunch. And so these are the things I kind of save on my yearbook, because like this is what we'll forget when they're older. Like, I love pictures of them playing together, like hugging, like we did homework outside even though it was so cold out. Things like that are things I want to remember and just keep like forever in our hearts. So that is why it's like that. Let's see, maybe we could do this one. Oh, you know what we could do here? Let's see, we'll put this one a pattern paper. And in here, so you can actually just change it. So the font could be pink, and you could say our everyday, you could just leave it and leave it like that, and it looks like a journal card. Or you can use it to put elements in, or you can even put a journal card. If you tend to get the bundles, they come with a whole bunch of journal cards. And so you can put a journal card here, and or you can, let's see, what would be a cute one? February fun would be cute. We could do the February calendar, but I don't know if it would fit all the way. Here, I like this. That's kind of fun. And so this is, like, again, so the page could be done, well, I didn't put any of the dates in, but the page could be done here. Like, you could feel comfortable with it. It has enough embellishment. And when you're making, like, the next page, you can move, like, embellishments over. If something has paint in front of it and you want to move it, make sure you pick on the item to move. So you can move this somewhere and clip it there. You can still do, like, a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, look, there's paint over here too. I'm gonna make that pink. Or you can put a paper to it or anything and we could be done. But I think we'll look at some of the elements. Let's see. This is definitely one that I want to lighten up. So I'm going to take the middle. Sometimes if it then gets washed out, like our dog looks a little washed out, you can bring the one all the way to the left in. I will bring this over. When you get an element and it's facing the wrong way, you go to Edit, Transform, Horizontal. And this is a cute little way to point. I'm a big fan of on corners of just plain frames, adding butterflies, bows. I like butterflies too, to be honest. Alright, so see how that's under the stitch? I don't love that. These are just the little things that bother me and then make me take longer than I need to take. And the whole point of these templates were to say, come on, Kelly, we're just getting it done. We don't need this extra stuff. And so this is what it would look like. And I didn't take the time to write, but you would write everything in. You can add other stuff. There's flowers, there's frames, anything you would like to do. And if you wanted to put a little heart, I'm always up for adding a heart. Well, it kind of looks funny with the heart already on my son's head. But on the real paper where it doesn't have his head, then I can add his heart. And then that's it. The whole point is then you can go and now do something totally different, like for the next month. So say then the next one is March. You can go take a March paper. Let's do, oh, I like this one. All right, and so then we're going to click on this, change it to green. We're going to click on this. Bam, March. Actually, I might change this to black. So all of these have a subtle texture, so as you change them, it should turn into like a real, actual thing. And I want to get this color. So this one, layer, click, there it is. Double click, and let's get the green color. And and so like we can literally make this page all of a sudden a different. I don't know why a lot of my greens are all done. Let's see, we can leave that black. This we can turn back to green. Green. Dark green. And literally that is all there is to this. It's really nice that so if I now change out, so this one I can change, we'll make this the light green, and I delete this and I always put a currently. So if I go up to the journal cards, and here's my currently. Bam. Let me do it a little bit smaller so you can. And then I think if we're going to do that, we need to delete this and make this. Should we do black? Oh, cool. And, oh,
I gotta change this one. And now look, it went, it's not quite good. I keep finding more pink. Pink, let me change you. Alright, and then we'll get rid of this bow, and I'm gonna put another bow, or instead of a bow, we'll do, let's see, maybe, because they're playing a sport, put like a banner over. And now I didn't have to do much, and it's a whole different page. And I could do even more. Like I could switch this. I can use brackets around this picture. I would definitely change the color than if I did that. So here we go like this. But then we'll put this color. So click on layers, click on the thing to find the color you were looking for. There it is. And maybe I'll do like a light. Does that make sense? And that's it. And hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully my biggest hope for you is that it creates a way for you to zoom through pages and catch up on all of the yearbooks that you needed to catch up on. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you, and have a great day.